Welcome back, Earthbound Super Series. We have ourselves the finals of the Danger Bracket, as now there are three. Sitake, fresh off a win over Keeley, taking on Oxwis. Our flag set this time isn't no Jeff, it is no Ness. We'll get into how that works in a little bit. I'm Leslie Pro. Joining me for this run is Pebble Possum. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Doing well. And as for how this is going to work, when you have a no-nest flag set, you might think to yourself, wait a minute, how are shining spots supposed to work? Well, that's the thing. Don't worry about it. You just go. As in, if Paula's fainted, if you have Paula fainted, or Paula Jeff fainted and it's just poo, doesn't matter. You still fight the boss.
Yeah, it's a nice little touch that they had. They could have made it so that you had to have Paula alive, but nah, I just don't have to worry about it. And we're kicking off.
Getting our runners synced up here. Interesting first sprite for Sitake within enemies, kind of throwing me off.
Yeah, it's
also,
definitely not.
This Megalovania remix called Megalocracia. It's really good.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen someone use the fire sprite as a kid before. I think they both just went with randoms, just to speed things up along as we roll right into the second race here.
Yeah, so strategies without Ness, you don't have a weapon to start with on anybody, so you're probably going to be seeing more liberal use of PSI early and often. As Sitake picks up a wet towel.
That's a skip item, and so is the protein drink. And the picnic lunch.
As is the King Banana that Oxwis just picked up.
So plenty of good skip items in our inventory. But Oxwis also finding the boss room on floor 1 already as well.
Yep, and it do be really put steps, so we're getting that out of the way early.
Yeah, this can be an annoying one because there's plenty of spawn plates between you and the boss. So if this was floor 8 or something and those are mooks, that can be rather annoying.
Also, ignore the bats that you see in the shops. Any other seed, that would be a good thing, but when you don't, in this type of seed where no nest, those bats, nah, they're no good.
Yeah. No Ness is not a terrible flag. It's a little worse than No Jeff. No Jeff is probably the least consequential kid to not have. You lose on the bottle rockets and the heavy bazooka, but that's about it. Ness, you also lose out on paralysis, which makes guy gets a little spookier, and you can't hypnotize mooks. And it's also a second healer, which is nice to have. So we'll feel his loss a little more than we did Jeff. But
I believe it.
Yeah, but not as bad as No Paula. I think that was our first round. This tournament season was No Paula, and that was miserable.
Yeah, No Paula is quite literally a flag that can die in a fire, in my opinion.
All right. There's Sitake also finding the King Banana, so he is well set for skip items right now.
And now Sitake's behind Oxwis in the same room.
Sitake going for this present over here, hoping to find more skip items. Or perhaps just a weapon.
And our first boss is a Rowdy Mouse. Okay, this is doable. I was getting worried that was going to be Starman Jr. because that's a big bottle rocket scenario. Although I suppose that would be a spot where no Jeff would be really bad.
Yeah, honestly, I think losing the big bottle rocket is the most consequential part of not having Jeff. But we do still have our freezes, and the shrew goes down easily to the freeze.
Yeah, Ox was now on the second floor. Floor 2 still has sharks, but they're not that bad at this point.
No. But yeah, enemies are determined by number of doors, not the actual floor number. So we'll see some sharks for now, and then we'll move on to like probably like twosome enemies shortly after.
Yep, we're starting to see those trickle in as Aquaswiss does get a fresh egg drop.
Ooh. Fresh eggs are another skip item. They turn into chickens before you can use them usually, but you know, if we get enough of them to drop, they might stick around for a while. Might be able to actually use it. And if nothing else, chickens are good sell value for this early in the seed.
Right. Unless you're truly believing in the meme, and well, you free the bird. Floor 2 now for Sitake.
We're seeing some slugs.
To recover some HP, but yeah, those are gonna be Antoid slugs. We're giant step enemies now.
Picking up a travel charm. Saves, prevents paralysis. That's about it.
Yeah, but I find it's only it's only half effective compared to other forms of paralysis prevention.
Yeah, it's definitely like the most forgettable piece of armor in the whole game, honestly. Ooh, a dead end after this long hallway that Sitake's also going down now.
Yeah,
that's frustrating.
Both runners.
Sitake is going to take a little nap. I think he must have already had his defense spray fixed. Or he got rid of it.
Yeah, either or. Personally, that's a good item to sell early because you can get.
Yeah, he might have. Actually, probably sold it in the department store. Now I think about it.
There was an opportunity on floor 1 to actually take a quick rest to get it repaired, and then you sell it for $250.
Mm-hmm. Ox is trying to find the path forward.
I think it's walk straight through this lobby. Or not. Oh, I mean, a fry pan's at least a weapon for Paula.
Yeah, and the Paula and Jeff weapons are, the early ones are significantly better than Ness's early weapons. Like, I think there's a plus 10 on the bottom one from both. As opposed to the Crackbats plus 2. So having weapons for your kids, even
for long.
Yeah, even just these early weapons for these kids matters a lot more than you think. A little slow butterfly.
Is walled. He needs to find an ATM, or else he's gonna have to use the exit mouse to get out.
Oh, that's unfortunate. And it looks like he's plowing back ahead to see if there's another door. Dropping the teddy bear.
He may be death warping here.
Yeah. He doesn't want to give up his mouse. Yep, he's death warping.
There's just one problem. These bugs are swinging Casey bats because they keep missing.
They're not hitting that hard either. This is really unfortunate. He's gonna lose a lot of time. Yeah, Sitake, winner of last year's championship. We'll see if this puts him on the rope. The amount of time we're about to lose here. We're getting there. Yeah, he decides to run away. He gets most of the way there. What's he doing?
Is he doing what I think he's doing?
Oh, I think I know. He's trying to make it cheaper by having dead kids.
Does that work, though?
I think it does. That's really funny and honestly big-brained. I applaud it. We're through.
I never thought of that. And Oxus has found a backstage pass at the end of floor 2, and it's in the room prior. Where's this go?
Tucson. See a trash can enemy. Some kind of spirit. This might be 5?
Wait, a trash can enemy? You sure they, I don't think he found Tucson. I think he found Houston.
Ox was taking the XP pack of the hieroglyph on the wall, getting some levels.
That's a good source of EXP.
We have a Sword of Kings.
Ooh, my. This went late.
See, I think I saw a mouse and a buka. So... hard to say still. You know, these both have a couple
more info.
Yeah, these have a couple different palette swaps to them, so it's not really that definitive as to where we are yet. Oh, here's showtime. Thankfully, we go in on the right side so we can avoid it for now.
There's a Rafflesia, aka Demonic Petunia. I think we're going farther.
All right. Sitake now also following.
7, maybe 8.
Well, we came from 2, so it can't be 8.
Right. Uh-oh.
Oh, there's a mook. So yeah, I agree with you. I think this is 7.
BBR does nothing.
It's too fast. Jeff isn't fast enough.
If you want to do damage to it, you're better off using fire.
Yeah, completely freeze resistant generally. Maybe just going for the solidify so he can run, and he gets it.
Yeah, RNG, but it worked.
Yeah, with no nest, you cannot hypnotize these mooks, so that's kind of your best option. You got a roach. Roaches die pretty easily to freeze, so that'll be some good levels for Sitake. Got some burgers in this shop.
Well, we're still looking for skips, so we might as well get a couple double burgers. Not a bad healing item in a pinch either. Wow, Summer's enemies ambushing for all intents and purposes. How rude.
Yeah, cop and a beach bro. What is this, a Frankie Goes to Hollywood music video?
Nah, it feels more of a feel of NYPD Blue.
Yeah, maybe.
Sitake with another skip. Not gonna know where this goes right away, but we'll keep an eye on it. Actually, this might
We get some items. Double beam.
Okay, good weapon for
Combat
Jeff.
yo-yo. I don't think this was forward, though.
Yeah, definitely not forward, but definitely got a good weapon for Jeff. And a combat yo-yo, not bad in a pinch.
Yeah, we're gonna go back out that skip door. Oxel's cornered by another mook.
But
Just trying to YOLO run, not getting it.
does have the teddy bear, and the teddy bear can tank freezes all day and all night long.
Yep, it is technically status PSI, so followers like teddy bears and Buffbird, who isn't even in this randomizer, they are immune to it. Got some fire enemies.
I don't know how Sitake got away from that encounter.
Oxus has found the
Finds a
boss.
way out, but who's the boss?
It is indeed 7. We have confirmed that. And it's just like Grimace. It's fine.
General.
This is what you want to see on floor 7, honestly. Oh, he does look like he's freeze resistant.
Freeze resistant.
We're gonna do thunder for damage, or we're gonna try to mirror and then punch him.
We're going with a different strat. We're going mirror.
Looks like it did not take. Oh wait, no, it did.
The mirror took, so now Pooh's swinging like a stone man.
Unfortunately, he's also crying, so he's not really connecting. We're doing prey strats. Ooh, and we have...
Effect that can happen with a prey, and what that does is, well, it lowers everybody's defense.
Ouch, we got 2 kids down.
Boss list is Playground of Doom on the next floor.
Okay.
Okay, so what happened is with Mirror, I can explain this, is the crying effect happened only while transformed. Oh, gets through it. Very well done.
Wow. GG Oxless, that was tough. Divorced Guardian had hands.
Guardian General not playing around.
Not something you say often, but we just didn't have many resources yet. Also, the freeze resistance was pretty nasty.
Pardon me while I turn the music up for this floor. As if you know, you know, it's I'll Face Myself from Persona 4. Epic boss music, by the way.
Alright, so Ox was now on
Oxus
8.
is able to teleport there? Hello?
Yeah, it can happen sometimes. I'm not sure exactly how you make it work.
There are things that I can pretend to understand. That is not one of them. I will confess that I don't get why that works, other than it just does.
Yeah, Sitake is also teleported earlier. I guess if you're a Japanese runner, you can teleport. Maybe that's the rule.
I think the only thing I can think. Oh, a gutsy bat, but no nest.
Oh, that's a bummer.
That you hate to see it. Oh,
Sitake now on the ropes.
Yeah, Sitake's in big trouble here because he's just taking it. This combination's not letting him out, and he's just taking an absolute beat down.
Yeah, he's not going to get another chance to run. That is it for sitake. He is going to have to reload. Well, soft reset. He does have that save in the lab, so he gets his kids back, no problem.
I mean, if you're gonna take a save anywhere in an ancient cave, the lab is probably one of my favorite places to save, just because there's a full heal right there.
One of a handful of places that has the full restore and the save in the same spot.
I did not see where Oxus got that heal, but I'm assuming that he, well, beneficiary.
Sitake making the long way back.
Central
We're in Gwinnett now.
A Pharaoh's Curse, you might be able to use that in a pinch against Pokey, especially if freeze resistant. Oh, wait, teleport works, and what this is going to do for Sitake, he's going to jump to where Tucson is. Now keep in mind, folks.
Wow.
I just figured I'd point this out. When our runners entered Tucson, they entered from the top left, which is where you enter Tucson in the vanilla game for the first time. If I've
never seen an
how that
actual
works,
teleport
that
used.
puts Tucson into the teleport pool.
Yeah, not against the rules. You just never see it.
Yeah, it's in the, yeah, I mean, it's in the flag string, so, and if it's a thing you can do.
Oh, let's not go that far because there's no cliff skips allowed or anything, but
I mean, it's a thing that's allowed. I mean, I'm not gonna go there. Ox was getting the green swirl on a, what I'm presuming to be a Starman Super and an Octobot.
Yeah, I have to agree that's probably super. Yeah, it's got the side shield.
Vanilla setup because it's got its power shield, and Oxus is like, nope, reset.
Yeah, he is not going to eat his own freezes. Dada Banda.
Sitake's found the way to the floor 7 boss, so now we'll get to see his fight against Guardian General.
He's about to be disappointed by these freezes, but he does have his BBR still.
479.
That's about halfway there. Guardian General is not very tanky. And we're gonna do some fire, and that's it.
Wow, he got through way faster.
Yeah, he must have rolled low HP.
Yeah. I mean, the freeze resistance was definitely annoying, no doubt about it, but its HP must have been close to vanilla or low. Okay, that's where Ox was healed, was right there, I bet.
And we're getting some carefree bombs. I think there was a green swirl. I think he could run from this if he wanted.
Right. But, okay, I see what he's doing. He's going after experience, but this is risky because carefree bombs attack with bombs and super bombs every time.
These are definitely some of the nastiest enemies you can try to fight outside of Cave of the Past.
Yeah, one of Magic Hand's worst enemies, in my opinion, for that reason alone.
I think it is the worst Magic Hand enemy.
Oxus wants to check this out, but enemies in the lobby grows.
Yeah, those are going to be conducting spirits. Manages the green swirl, so he's going to get away from them. But these things can flash, then they also thunder. you don't want to fight them.
Yeah, you really don't. Although if I had to guess, those were more likely conducting menaces because of 3 on the screen. That could have been pink cloud enemies, potentially.
And we are at the end of 8, so we'll see the Plague Rat of Doom. I don't think Oxus knows what he's walking into, so he'll be relieved it's not a dog.
Yeah, for sure. On the meantime, Sitake also on floor 8, not that far behind. Now, the scary thing that you're dealing with at Plague Rat of Doom is that it hits very hard.
Yeah, as a mouse type enemy, it does come with like 250 guts. So it is critting you a lot. So it doesn't matter what your defense stat is, he's just gonna hit you for hundreds.
I don't know why Oxus...
We have another freeze-resistant boss here.
Honestly, what I would do here is start putting up power shields.
Not a bad thought, though the crits will take down the power shields.
Oh, that's a given. Oh, he just poisoned himself. That will put a timer on this fight because the poison eventually will take down Plague Rat.
We're just gonna keep brain shocking until it bites itself to death. Not unlike a dogfight.
Okay, I do like what Oxus is doing here, putting up a party-wide shield to reduce the damage, but it does not help when that happens.
We're on to prey strats.
Did get a
It does get a dazzling light. Yeah.
Honestly, if you're trying
Going
to
to
mirror
mirror.
here, I wouldn't do that. Honestly, going for bash it out. I would have used magnet before this, and then just try. Oh, that.
I don't know if it has anything to magnet.
See, that's the interesting thing. I remember Plague Rat having a small amount of psychic points. It's not a big pool. But what does it do with it? But what does Plague Rat do with that pool? Not a darn thing.
That would be why I'd assume he is nothing, and maybe Oxus also assumed the same. Not worth trying. Because honestly, who's going to remember that Plague Rat has psychic points? This has been kind of rude, throwing the freeze-resistant enemies when we don't have the physical damage.
Yeah, we don't even have an auto Star Master as a counter.
Yeah, Ness would have made a big difference in both of these boss fights, honestly.
No doubt.
Especially with the
because our
gutsy
runner-
bat we found.
The gutsy bat would have been huge. Although if you really want to put the poison damage on a tough enemy like this is where a Pharaoh's Curse really would help.
No, the Brain Shock worked well enough. Ox was finally getting a clean room on his way back to the mouse.
Not so fast. There's a gift box here. Man,
It's a BFL. Okay.
good item all around. Pooh can use that for a full heal. Sitake finding a super mom. That will be very helpful.
We'll probably see that thrown at the rat shortly. Oh, Sitake's selling the Pharaoh's Curse, actually.
Interesting. Not a strat I would typically do myself.
Yeah, it's a nice backup, especially with as much freeze resistance as we've seen this seed. Also still putting up freeze alphas just for the solidify chance. Not getting it. No, we're trying betas now. I don't really see a point to doing beta.
Yeah, if you're gonna do anything with your PSI here, I'd try fire. Because I know that works well in the vanilla game. Might not matter, but it's worth trying.
Yeah, thunder can also get some damage through, but...
Oh no,
Not...
who cast freeze on himself on Sitake's end?
Oof. Yeah, as we were saying, you do not want to fight these. Having two confused kids is kind of miserable.
Very.
Oxus not bothering to heal Paula. I guess he figures that she's gonna get one shot no matter what.
This is where a where a power shield would probably help because.
And we're doing thunders for damage. They are connecting, but it's still slow going. Oof. We're about to lose two kids here. We got deluxe water.
That'll
This could
help.
Yeah, honestly, that makes it sustainable. Pooh can just keep healing himself and until he finishes the fight. I would go back to Brain Shock strats in his vision, and he does.
So it's worth noting if a crit backfires and hits the user that's shielded, or any crit that hits any user that's shielded, the confusion remains.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is nice with since the red is such a high crit rate, it's not removing its brain shock when it bites itself with these crits. But when it doesn't crit, that's 10 PP down the drain. Oof.
Wait a minute. Sitake's found an arms dealer, and there are BBRs for sale. This could really push Sitake past this fight.
Yeah, that is absolutely going to make this rat trivial. Won't help much against Pokey on floor 9, or Gygas, but it will get him past this floor. That'll be a big way of catch up some time.
I think at this point, probably looking more towards getting through this floor.
Mm-hmm.
And that smash on the rat did damage to the tune of 180! Those who've watched darts tournaments will know that reference.
Okay, I was not getting it.
The reason it said all the poison takes.
There he does.
Rat.
Oxless through. Sitake on his heels. Just gotta find it. And then we'll actually have a pretty close race.
I've seen the darts tournaments online, and yeah, that is exactly where I was going.
Sitake has found this room with the, okay, this is not a bad fight to take, but he's still gonna try to despawn it. I guess it's worse without Nest, because you could just paralyze that otherwise. Gets the clean spawn. Right. So Sitake will be very close to Oxus after this, just behind by a couple minutes, if these BBRs do indeed make this as trivial as we expect.
Let's see. He's gonna hate the results of Freeze, though.
Mm-hmm. He'll be very glad he bought these rockets.
597. Nice.
even
Another
bothering to
big
heal, just
blow.
throwing out as many rockets as fast as he can, and that's it.
What? And that made that fight so much easier for Sitake. He saved minutes on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so both runners will be on 9 and fairly close to each other in terms of progress. Oxus has found the pink cloud, so now he's got a... He's back in Winnett. Like, did he backtrack after,
Yeah.
I guess he was looking for... Okay.
He
So yeah,
wanted a full
Sitake is
heal,
actually
and he
kind of
went and
ahead.
got it. Sitake going after a mole here. And took it out with a BBR. Nice. I don't see Shield Killer being particularly helpful here.
No, it really is. The only time I ever use it is against Starman Deluxe. It's Sitake in Dungeon Man. While there are plenty of items in this room, it is also a very annoying room to try to traverse. You got these pincers getting back attacked by a Buka. But hopefully once he gets through, he finds some pendants. The Festering Buka. Sitake's gonna go up this rope. It's a skip. That's nothing. That's not what you want to see. His skips from the backside on 9. Because then you gotta worry that your opponent found them from the other direction. All right, we're gonna fight a barf. He's got 1 BBR left for that. Oxus also going to fight a mole.
Sitake finding Jeff's best weapon in the Gaia Beam. That is massive.
Mm-hmm. Not as massive as that Gutsy Bat would have been for Ness, because Jeff cannot crit. So that's still not going to do a ton of damage to
and heavy bazooka
Pokey, but
too.
Yeah, that will be what does the damage to Pokey. So Jeff is now suddenly the MVP here. Saki does not check to see who needs to pee in the bathroom.
I mean, it's not just that. What if they wanted to try and take a dump, for lack of a better term? I don't think I've seen any pendants yet.
No, no pendants yet. Souvenir coin.
Nice, but not what you need for Gygus.
No, does not really mitigate Gygus at all. There's a star pendant.
That's what our runners are looking for in this spot, generally. Good dead end.
Ox was getting some coins as well, distributing them. Just gonna check these items. I don't think there's a seat pendant. Yeah, Sitake didn't get this far in this room yet.
Yeah,
Sitake has found Magicant.
Sitake finds worst room in the game, wants no part of it. Don't blame him.
Oh, Sitake has gone back into the Starman base room.
He's definitely trying to avoid encounters, because all I've seen basically here are diamonds. This could be... I hope it ain't, but it could be Cave of the Past. And
I mean, there was a spirit there, so maybe not quite. But yeah, that'd be the worst place to find Cave of the Past enemies. This is a long hallway for Sitake. Hopefully it doesn't dead end like that one earlier in the seed.
Yeah, because a dead end at this point could sink you.
Oh god, it's Underworld 2. Another hallway room.
Yeah, so this one, you might as well be playing an auto-scroller because the movement here is at vanilla pace, and that means painfully slow.
Tries to teleport. Gabe will not let him.
I can't fault him for trying that. Because I'm pretty sure most runners would just to speed up movement down here because this is painfully slow.
And we're running into diamonds here. This is awful.
Oh, Keely called it out in chat. Cave of the Past enemies in Underworld.
Yep.
Absolutely gross. Truly
We'll
a disgusting act that is unfortunate to run into in this seed live.
Sitake opting not to save there. That is the other flip side of Underworld. Slow as it may be, it is technically a room where you can get the full restore and save in the same room.
That is very slow, and Sitake is dealing with a squatter demon.
Yep, so which pretty much confirms we are at Cave of the Past depth here.
Meanwhile, Pooh's Diamond Eyes on Oxwa's side, but cures it. And that was the required half.
Wow.
That is truly disgusting.
Saki gonna set the mouse. At least he does not have to go down that hallway again. Yeah, Keely says that he doesn't think Sitake has saved since Ananut's lab, so that's good news if so. Because he doesn't have to care about anything else. He can just throw attempts at Gygus until the one gets through now. Meanwhile, Ox was finding...
Ox is about to
yeah.
say, legendary back game, why are you torturing our runners like this? And no Speed can give him all his best weapons. That isn't just the game nose. That is the game nose deluxe right there.
At least Oxless did find the regular bazooka. So that's some reliable damage. Not as good as a heavy zook, of course, but it works.
Sitake had the HP to be able to weather even a beta.
We've brain shocked Pokey, which is an interesting strat. We don't have paralyzed, so I guess that's the next best thing.
You could also brain shock the Devil's Machine to get a little extra damage if you feel like you really need it. I don't think that's necessary here, though.
No, and he's chosen not to do that. I think he just wants Pokey to hit a little less often.
Also, I just noticed that the music for this fight is vanilla, and I'm totally okay with it.
Yeah, it's one of the best tracks in the game. Meanwhile, Oxus is backtracking through Dungeon Man's guts, which is not something you want to do.
No, definitely not. I mean, it's rough, but you're not backtracking through Lost Underworld and the sewers back to back, which would be even worse.
Indeed, it would. It is unfortunately progress in this scene.
Who got paralyzed, but that's okay. When you're paralyzed, you can still cast PSI, so worse fates can be had.
Really, only Jeff cares about being paralyzed. In which case, it's basically the same as death for him.
Yep, that'd be true. Phase 2 done already.
Actually, it does mean that Pooh can't drink any water he has left on him still. I think Sitake had some water stockpiled, and now he's got just the 16 PP for healing. Lyra, yes, this is best of 1. We'll not do best of 3 until like the finals. This is just lower bracket finals.
In fact, the pressure's so great, even Oxus doesn't want to see who the NPC is running to the bathroom.
Sitake has used 10 of that PP to brain shot Gygus in phase 3. So now we just have the 1 heal, unless oh wait,
There's
no,
just
Jeff.
one problem.
I did see Jeff had some water on him. Wonder if Sitake remembers that there's water on Jeff.
I think Sitake had a mismenu, so Gygus got hit and thus is no longer confused.
Well, he did have the water, so he's just gonna reapply it. Oh, that thunder though.
And Oxus just got PSI Shield Sigma. A good time
Paul,
too.
Yeah, Paul is the prey kid this time, so it doesn't matter that Jeff goes down.
Yeah, in fact, Spy Prey Mirror rolled vanilla. A vanilla jackpot. Sitake getting close, he's only 3 away.
Oxus has found the Starman base room that leads to Gygus. But looks like Sitake probably has this.
Red Swirl, sometimes it's worth noting that when it's not nest at the front, you can sometimes get janky red swirls like that, just like a janky green can happen. Coup goes down for Sitake, but I think he has enough HP to where he's in the clear. That is
And that's it.
Wow.
GG Sitake.
GG Sitake.
And
That's
Sitake
an
will
official
be...
Wow.
Yeah.
Go
he will
ahead.
be going on... Oh, yeah, he will be going on to the finals to defend his title.
And the
But he
official
will have to
time?
get the reset.
48,
go.
46.
Yeah, that is a fast time by any measure.
I think my fastest was a 51 on my own time.
I got a 47, but it was like magical Christmas land for skips and items.
Oh, Oxus is in the room needed, but diamond enemies everywhere, and the game says no teleport.
Yeah, he's gonna have to fight. Oh, and it's red. Okay, it's just a shambler.
Wild and Woolly Shambler, there are worse, far worse enemies to be had. I mean, yeah, it can use flash, and its beam hurts, but you know what? It's fine. You're not fighting a Ghost of Starman.
Mm-hmm. And Oxus is gonna put in his meme.
Singular
and
butts.
single butts. One butts, please. Now, Oxus, I don't know if he found the heavy bazooka while we were watching Sitake.
He did.
Okay, he did. So he's got about the same setup. I think he's got an extra C pendant. And he's got earth pendants too. Okay, so he didn't find the star pendant, but he's got full pendants mostly. He's got earth pendants. So I don't think he's gonna have too difficult a time with this Googie. Unless we just get really bad RNG.
I mean, which is possible, but we hope not to see that because that's just bad.
Yeah. The extra pokey of life.
Now, it's worth noting that even if Gygus were to throw a beta on Phase 1, kids that are above 270 HP won't get knocked out because that's the max range for a beta.
Yeah, this is really good HP on all kids.
Yeah, I don't see this too many times in these seeds where sometimes it's like only one kid is good HP, or it's split 50-50. This one is 3 for 3. Love to see it.
Okay. Oxus is not doing the brain check strats on Pokey, just rolling with taking the hits.
And I have to agree with Lyra. In terms of final boss themes, this is amongst the best of all time. Let's see, One Winged Angel is a good one for final boss. Final boss theme from Xenoblade 1 is really good. I'm not gonna say the name because that would be too big of a spoiler for that game. That's all I'm gonna say about that. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But yeah, I can see why that track got played to death. Because there are a lot of tracks that just they're good, but they get played a lot. As in a lot.
Ox is rolling right along through this this guy, I guess. I think this guy gets 5 actually rolled freeze vulnerable on phase 2. That seemed like it was pretty hitting harder than normal.
Yeah. Trying to think what other final boss themes are really good. Oh yeah, Paper Mario. That one for the final phase of the final fight. Fire. Straight fire.
Not sure why it didn't drop a Discord. Like, let me get one for you.
Lord, no. Why aren't you in chat right now? That's another good one.
All right, we're just moving right along with these prayers. Yeah, as Derek pointed out, please follow both our runners. They're both very good. Also, you can follow our lovely restreamer. And then both Leslie and I play this game as well. So if you feel like following us, you know, that'd be nice too.
2 prayers away now for Oxus. Yeah, the one thing I will say is don't be fooled by this final time. It was really close. What really swung it is Oxus went a different way than sitake on floor 9, and for those who played Link to the Past Rando, it's kind of akin to picking a left side, right side GT for the big key. Yeah, it's basically that, but magnified here because one turn can cause a big swing in time. And with that, get your GGGs in chat for Oxus. Finish strong.
Yeah, GG to Oxus. Thank you for participating in this tournament. You went very far, and we're all very proud of you. Yeah, but sitake is moving on to the finals. Are we at just the finals now? I think we might be.
Yeah,
sitake
it is just
versus Brooke.
Finale.
Sitake versus Brooke. Feels like we've heard that one before.
Yeah. that
it will be
very familiar.
It will be Brooke that has the upper hand this time in the winners bracket, so it'll be Sitake who has to get the 2 wins in to defend the title. We don't have a date for that yet, but you know, we'll make an event for it in the Discord. So keep an eye out for that. You don't want to miss it. That'll be a fantastic, fantastic finals. Very, very skilled runners. And Oxus leaving us with the 3rd place, the 3rd strongest Ancient Cave trophy.
The true advantage of being 3rd. And a sub-hour time to boot 57:33.
Okay. I don't see any runners to raid.
Hold on. Give me a moment. Give me a moment.
It is objectively the best place. That is correct. Congratulations, Oxless.
Only thing I can think of is GDQ is they're doing a preview showcase for an upcoming event.
Yeah, sure. Why not? If anyone with the sword wants to do that, then thank you. All right, thanks everyone for coming on for this this lovely doubleheader. It was exciting, and we've got just the finals ahead of us. That will be, well, not best of three because Sitake does technically have one loss already, but it may be one or two races depending on who wins the first. And Leslie, have anything else to add before we raid out?
What I'm going to say is, Oxless, you played fantastic all tournament long. Hold your head high. You crushed it this time around. Third place is truly awesome and truly an advantage. But with that, till next time, till we reconvene for when the finals will be, stay kind, stay safe, stay together. We will see you when that happens. Good night, everyone. Take care.
Night, everyone.